Hello. Welcome to my stamp room. My name is Terry Phelps, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm on a little late tonight. And last week, I got invited to go to dinner at my son's house, so I did that instead of doing my live. Um, but welcome. It is over the hump day, and we are almost, gosh, getting close to being over with March already. That's just crazy. But tonight I'm going to show you this beautiful kit. It's a paper pumpkin kit, and it is called the Daisy Daydream. And it's just a really beautiful kit. And it comes in this very pretty box. So it's not just your orange, typical box that we always have. So that's really cool because you can use this as a gift giving um, thing as well, right? Decorate it. But let me go down to my desktop and I will show you what is in here. So, like I said, typically these boxes are orange and they're just not real fancy. So they do every once in a while decorate them up. So this is really fun. And this is a lot of what the kit will look like. So because I've already played with this, it's not all nice and packaged pretty like it when I get it. And I apologize for my phone. I have a new phone, so it's totally different than my other phone. And so the camera does a lot of switching. So, um, oh my God. Stop. Come here. Come here. Go on. Troublemakers here already. So this is what the kit is designed to make. And so you can make 9 different cards. And there's 3 different designs. And they're really pretty. You have matching envelopes. And they're all different. So it's super pretty, right? I love this. Does that say spring or what? And I like how, if you've never seen our kits, I love how the instructions are. So it will show you, just a second. Let me get, where? Yes. Come here. Come here. What's the matter? Come here. Come here. What's the matter with you? Oh, I swear. Let me go down. Every week, he's already gone through his treat. Why do you do this? You just love to see me squirm on camera, don't ya? Yep. Okay. Are you done now? Can we get back to business? Hmm? We'll try it. I'll keep him on my lap for a little bit, see if that calms him down. So let me get back down to my desktop here. So the instructions come so that there's a section that has each card and it's numbered, and it will say tell you exactly what you need for each card to assemble it. And everything you need comes in your kit. So that's super cool too. So for this one price, you get all your adhesives, you get everything you need. So that's pretty nice. But it's very cool how it lays it all out. There's your envelope, your card base. These are the dies you need. You need a label, and it even tells you how many glue dots and dimensionals you need. There's your stamp block. There's your ink, which comes in the kit. That's a stamp. And then these are 2 gold paper dies. So that's everything you need to do this first card. And then the second card, it's the same. So it kind of walks you through what you need. So that's pretty nice. I like that. These instructions are made to be so easy. There you go. Go on. Go on. And so, and then the instructions are simply pictures. So it's a step one. You put your ink up your block with your stamp and you're stamping your tag. And then this is how you're going to stamp your base. So they even show you where to put everything. So super simple. I love that. Everything is in picture form. So I just wanted to show that. And then also on the back, this shows you everything that you need or that you get in your kit. And the great thing about March's kit, it's always two stamp sets. So that's cool. And then there is, they've been Stampin' Up's been doing this a lot lately, that they are having dies that will coordinate with like a quarter of the um, stamp kit or the paper pumpkin kits. So that's pretty cool because um, you can use these dies and they will coordinate with 3 months worth of paper pumpkins, even though you could use these anywhere, anytime, right? So that's pretty cool. And then if you need some inspiration or whatever, there's also help on how to put things together and you can find other ideas. So that's pretty cool. So what is in this kit? So like I said, in March, there's two stamp sets. And so I don't know, can you see that live thing there? I don't know. So there's two stamp sets, and this is what they actually look like. And it's really cool because they give you also this paper so that you can actually either keep your stamp sets in its little plastic sheets, or you can actually attach them to your paper. So it's just another way you can store and then put these like in another container to store them. Just another idea. But those are the stamp sets. Aren't they cool? It says, "Thank you for always being there for me. Wishing you brighter days ahead. Enjoy your special day. Thank you. Sweetest birthday wishes and happy birthday and hello." So that really covers a whole lot. So super cool. Then, and the dies that I was showing, this is the actual dies. So you get this heart, and so it cuts out the center heart so you can layer. And then you have your scalloped heart. And then there's, I think this is grass. And then you get the honeycomb. You've got a cute little sweet bee. And I'm not sure what this is. I think it's supposed to go on the grass. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. But that's super cool. And those are called Spring is in the Air dies. And so you can get those. Um, and those are separate. That's the only thing. So here are your adhesives that you get. And like I said, this is everything you need in here. These are your glue dots. And these are some long strips of um, adhesive that's like dimensionals. All right, so that's, you get those. And then you always get a spot, a Stampin' Spot, and this week's or month's color is Lost Lagoon. And these are really handy when you're doing projects and you just need a small area because you're using a small stamp. So that's pretty cool. I collect those and keep them. And of course, you want to store them upside down so that the ink stays towards the top of the pad. And so because I've actually been playing with this, I just kind of got bits and pieces left. So this is a nice detail on a layer, and then you have some die cut vellums. So those are really cool. Um, you have some paper die labels. And you always have a lot of extra stuff. So, you will always have leftovers. So that just adds to your stash. So that's kind of cool. And then here are some gold honeycombs. And then actually, you could use the other side as well if you didn't want to use the gold. And then you have all your paper dies. And so I figured out that in doing them, each sheet, this covers all three, you have three different cards in this kit, and you're going to make three of each. So each one of these is to take care of one set of three, if that makes sense. And they're kind of getting all crazy together. So a lot of times, a lot of people just take them apart and store them separately. But so that's your paper dies. You got some cute little bees and some flowers and a bowl. And then you have your card bases. So this is one of the card bases. Um, This is another. And you can't tell, it's very faint, but that looks like they're honeycomb little imprints. And then this is a blue one. And then you have your envelopes, which I think I have used. I have them all away, but this is one of them. It's the only one I have left. So you have all these things to make all kinds of stuff. And the thing I love about paper pumpkins, unless it's something oh, like a treat thing or something like that, I love to make alternatives from them. So let me show you what what the kit actually is designed to make. If you don't want to do any changing at all whatsoever, um, this is what the cards are. So this is the first one. And so on this, you're just taking the card base and you are taking all those paper dies. Remember the sheets that have, so this is the card base. And then you're taking all the paper dies of the flowers and you're popping them up on dimensionals. So you're taking all these and you're popping them up on dimensionals to give this card a 3 dimension. And then you're just stamping your little tag. And then you're adhering also some of the gold accents of the little honeycombs. Here, let me switch my camera here. So isn't that cute? So that is just strictly what one of the card designs is. I got pieces flying all over the place. And then it goes with this envelope. Right? Super fun. Love, love, love. It's got lots of dimension. So that's one card. Another card that you're going to make is this. And how super cute is that? Again, all these pieces you get, all you're doing is putting them together, doing a little bit of stamping, and you're making these super sweet cards. This is set up on dimensionals, and then this is on dimensionals as well. Isn't that cute? And then this is a different envelope. is what goes with this card. Super fun. So that's that one. Ah, I was like, what's that on? And then the third card that you're going to make, if you just do nothing but just copy the kit, is this one. And so you're stamping your little honeycomb stamp, and then you're just taking the paper dies. This is just two pieces right here. You're going to stamp your greeting, and then here's your little cute bee. Isn't that cute? Super fun. And then this envelope looks like this and like that. So that is adorable. So that is what the actual kit is designed to make. Love it, right? So I gave myself a challenge. I decided to go rogue like I always do. And I told myself on the instructions, it will tell you the colors that are in the kits. So I took a piece of cardstock of each color that's listed on the kit, and I took that and the kit to the coffee shop, and that's all I took. And so I came up with these alternatives. So one of the colors is crushed curry. So I just used made a card base out of crushed curry. And then I just started taking pieces. This is a leftover piece that, you could throw away, but it's got this little trim of yellow. And I thought, I'll just stamp on that and use that as my focal point. Super simple. These are popped up, so it gives it a lot of dimension. So that was my first card. And then that coordinates well with this envelope, right? So that was my first card. This one I made, and this is taking one of the layers that's on this card here. And I used it, and I used the Lost Lagoon cardstock because that's what the color of the ink is. And I thought this will be cool because if I use this on top of here, this will look like sky kind of. And so I popped up a couple of the flowers, and I used a little bit of the gold honeycomb and put a cute little bee there. But look how cute that is, right? All I did was just use little pieces. And then of course this is the card that goes, the envelope that goes with that. Super fun. Another alternative I did was I took the, oh, what is this called? This is lemon lime twist. And again, this is leftover when you punched out of here. So I used that to kind of highlight around the little green piece and pop this up, put it on here, and did a little banner. So this is similar but totally different. Isn't that great? Super cute, so easy. And then this is the coordinating envelope. But I think they are so easy and fun. And just such bright colors. I love it. So this one was another alternative. And so I took the lemon lime twist, and this is the soft sea foam. And both those colors are in this little patch of paper. So again, I used this in a different way, and I just used, again, the little honeycomb and then stamped happy birthday. And then I put a flower inside, and then the bee, and then some more honeycomb. So when I made this card base, I just cut off an inch on the front so that it would be two-tone like that. So easy to do, right? And then I did an inch and a quarter for this because I wanted it to, you know, make sure that it went beyond the front edge. And so then this is the envelope that I'm using to go with that. Super fun. Hi, Sue. Oh, I'm so glad you joined me. I know, aren't the bees cute? Oh, I just love them. And then this one, I took one of the card bases that is this card base, and I simply cut it, and then I cut it down so that I had a border, and I used mossy meadow, because that's what the color of the leaves are for the cardstock. And then I took another piece of the little vellum and I put that um, down and then did my stamping and I put my little bee. And then that really goes well with this envelope. I know. It's so great when you do multiple layers, right? It just adds a whole bunch. So it's like, so these are the ones that I've done. And I have a ton of stuff left over. I mean, I have all these materials that I can just keep going. So, so that's the thing that's cool about these kits because not only do you get everything you need, you get plenty of extras. And so I'm, and then I also thought I could put some, because I hadn't made the kit yet when I went to that coffee shop. So I totally thought, okay, if you're not going to do anything but bring colored cardstock, then bring, if you want, some embellishments. So I just kind of chose some embellishments and to add to that. So let me see here. So some of these would be very cute. I've got these little brass, like little flowery things. I've got these beauties. Those would be sparkly. And then these I thought would look good here on it too. And then got some pearls, which you could color. And I have some butterflies, of course. And we do have those new little bees, which would be perfect to add to these as well. So now I'm thinking, do I want to make something else? Hi, Barb. How are you? Gosh, it's so good to see you too. I was late tonight getting on. So, but aren't these cute? These are, this one is what the kit calls for, and this is an alternative that I did. This one is an alternative that I did. And this one is an alternative. And then when you open it up, you get your flower and your little bee with some honeycombs. And this is what is actually in the kit, and these are all 3D, so they're up on dimensionals. I know, aren't daisies great? Ugh, doesn't it make you just want spring right now? Well, I guess technically it is. And then this was an alternative that I did. There's just such bright, cheery colors. And this is an alternative. And then this one is what you would make in the kit. So these are all corresponding daisies that you pop up. So all these are 3D. So since I have stuff left over, I don't know. We will see. Should I try to make some stuff? This could be bad news. So I have this card base left. I have several pieces left over. All these are extra pieces. And like I said, if you made the kit exactly the way that that the kit calls for, then each one of these sheets of paper dies would cover for 3 of the cards. So let's see, we've got some flowers and we've got some bees left over. Let's see, I've got one envelope left. And we've got some labels we can do something with. And then we have a couple card bases. Let's see, I've got some more honeycombs. I've got one piece of vellum left. Oh, and I have one of these left. And so in my cards, I used this negative piece as well, right? Because that has a little something, something on it, right? So that's what I used when I made like this card. So this is just this piece. So I use that because, it has just a little bit of accent of yellow. So why not, right? And then I also did the same thing behind this one. And to me, oh, sorry. And then to me, this kind of looked like sun rays coming down. Totally not, you know. I'm sure nobody else thought that, but I did. So I use everything, and I know you guys have heard that from me a million times. So we have, this is leftover from a card base. This is a card base, and it looks like they're very faint little smudges, if not honeycomb shape. But I think it's just kind of a soft smattering of color. And this has got a little bit of smattering of color too, just enough to give it some texture. So let's see what we have to work with. Well, I have a blue envelope, so I could use this, or I could use one of these. I think we're gonna go with hmm, let's see, we got everything in our little dies is green and white and yellow. Don't know if I like that. I suppose I could cut. Oh, and I have this as well. Let's see. Oh, and I still have this card base too. Part of me wants to. I'm trying to think if I want to cut this down to fit or if this is just an ugly idea. Hi, Karen. How are you? It's so nice to see you. All right, let's play with this. Let's cut this. I think I'm going to cut this down. I don't know. Do you like this on the blue or do you like this on this? Or I could take and use another color as well, like I did. I have other colors of cardstock that match these. And I like that. That really pops. And I like greens. Maybe I could take, let's see, I think I'll take this and cut another card base. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, this winter is going so fast. I can't believe it. Well, actually, it's spring, isn't it? Woohoo! All right, so if we make this a card base, and what if I took aha. All right. I'm totally on the fly, guys. I'm just doing whatever here. So I'm going to do that simple cut of, I'm going to take an inch off of my front. And I'm going to take this piece and it's going to match up. So I'm going to make this an inch and a quarter. Whoops. We'll see how this looks. I never know. I just kind of goof around with stuff, right? Ooh, I kind of like that, huh? All right. And then, oh, you guys, I have one of those circles, don't I? All right, let me get this stuff out of here. So if I layer this here, and I put this here. I don't like that. I could cut this apart though if I wanted. I have plenty of flowers left. Um, Oh, cute. This envelope's got a cute little flower. Okay, so my ink is going to be blue, so that will coordinate with the envelope. And if I take, since this is all got little bitty honeycombs, this would be kind of fun to use these little bees. And this actually has little bees that I can stamp as well, right? In the stamp set. So I could do that. Um, I still have one of these long flowers. That would be kind of fun. Ah, I don't want to tear it. Okay. We could throw that in there. Let's see. What are we thinking? Does this look good at all? And I think we need to wink at Stella, the bees, for sure. Let's see. I could have him go over the edge. That would be cute. And him up here a little more. And I'm going to pop up the flower. What do you guys think? You think that looks cute? All right, I'm going to set something down here to keep it all down. Alrighty, let me see what else we got. We have our little vellum piece. Um, I have some banners. I think because there's a lot going on, I know it does. Yes, Wink Estella, here we come. Yes, I love using the colored cardstock because I feel that it just really pops. So depending on what, I wish this, I tried inking um using the Last Lagoon. I tried inking on one of these little labels and I kind of liked it, but it didn't match as well as I wanted. Okay, so this we kind of got an idea going, right? We don't have to keep with that. So I'm gonna start layering. Now, normally I would measure, and I could do this later. I measure out a white inside for my words, but I think I'm gonna leave it yellow because this is bright enough where if I do stamp, um, it will still show through. So let me put this on. So I changed my setup, right, of my filming. And so in order for me to get my camera to work, and so that my camera wasn't in the camera's view of the phone, I'm sitting down like a little kid. Like I feel like I'm in a kindergartner's chair right now because I have to sit really low so that my phone doesn't show in the camera. I tell ya, there's always something. Okay. So I'm going to stick that there. All right. And I'm looking at, ooh, you guys, what if? What if I took apart my envelope? What do you think? What if we went this way? I am not sure. Hmm. Part of me wants to do it. Ah, no, because that'd be kind of like this. This could be another option. I think I did that. Oh, yeah, I did that with this one. But this and the flowers are going the other way. What do you think? You like the flowers or do you like the circle kind of thing going on? Maybe this, huh? All right, we'll do this. So if anyone's commenting, I can't see any more comments only because I don't know if it's my screen or what. You know, it'd be nice if someday I figured out what I was doing when I was filming, right? Alrighty. So I'm going to. You like the circle, Barb? Awesome. I think so too. So I think I'm going to do. I like the idea of the sun rays. So I'm still going to go with that idea. This is the sun poking in. Oh, I know what I got to do. I have to. All right, that seems to help a little. All right, so I think I'm going to take, we're going to pop these up and we're going to wink a Stella at them. Doo-doo-doo. I think I'll do the wink a Stella first. It's a little easier than, I'm just going to use this piece of paper here. And you know, you could actually dip your Wink of Stella pen in ink colors. I mean, I would do this on a pen that's like almost gone or over, done. Because once you add the color like that, it'll probably stay, but you can change up your Wink of Stella colors. Or you don't even have to, you can just dip them in like your ink pad. But or I mean, put some ink down on like your block. If you squish it on your black, then some ink, then you can take a pen. But of course, you want to do it on one that you either don't care that it's going to have another color mixed with it, but it's just another fun way to use your Wink of Stella pen. All right. Oops, we got this little guy down here. And I think we'll do our bee wings and stuff too, right? Because they are little bees. They need to have like their wings, aren't they kind of iridescent, right? We're gonna do it because we can. All right. right? And I think I'm going to use two bees. Oh, here he is. So, I mean, I kept this really simple. This kit has two different stamp sets in it, right? So I could have totally like taken the blue, um, like this blue base, and I have this really pretty honeycomb. It's got a lot of little dimension in it because of the way it's been made. Um, so I could do that. I could actually stamp, my bees. Here's a fun flower that I could have put. So I mean, there was lots of different options, but because I challenged myself at the coffee shop not to bring a bunch of stuff, and of course, I changed my mind at the last minute. Like, I already had a different project for tonight, but I didn't like get all the alternatives done and stuff. So, like 3 hours ago, I said, "All right, just bring a paper pumpkin to the coffee shop, and you can only bring other colors of cardstock, and that's it." So I didn't I didn't have a whole lot of time, and just, I just try to keep stuff a little simple. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. I think we'll make this a happy birthday. Um, should we do happy birthday or enjoy your special day? Sweet birthday wishes. Um, Well, I'll do happy birthday because everybody can use a happy birthday card. All right, what did I do with my card base? Yay, yay. Seriously? Oh, over here. Okay. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on these. And one thing, if you do get these kits, the actual adhesives and stuff are different than what you would get if you just bought, dimensionals from us. Like our dimensionals are smaller a little bit and they come in a roll, right? And they're the dimensionals on here are a little thicker, I think, than like our dimensionals, because it's a kit. So yeah, so just so you know. But like I said, you get tons of stuff. You always have junk left over. So junk. I don't mean junk, but stuff. You always get stuff left over, so that's kind of nice because you're always adding to your stash then, and you're adding stamp sets and you have leftover envelopes, all that fun stuff. Let's see. Oops. I got that all right. Okay. So I can hear my dogs are playing in the bed. I'll come to bed, my whole bed will be tore apart. They are like dig into China. It's just ridiculous. Uh, I have a feeling this is going to be too big. So I yeah, so this should do it. So I'm gonna take that. Ooh, I've seen the new catalog, guys. Yay, yay, yay. Pretty awesome. Let's see, I think we'll do And then I think our little bees will put up on dimensionals as well. Oh, wait, I wanted to put one bee hanging over the edge. I thought that was kind of cute. Wait, right? Don't you think? As long as the adhesive isn't, his little legs are hanging over and his little, I think that's kind of cute. I think my dogs think I've gone crazy. I talk to myself all the time and I sing horribly stupid songs that I make up. I think they just look at me like, okay, Mama has lost her mind. Now he seems like he's in the wrong spot. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'll have him going off the edge, but closer. Better? Okay, so then let's stamp our sentiment. And I think we'll just do happy birthday because we are always sending out birthday cards. All right. I can never tell. I always have to have my glasses off. Ugh, I hate getting old. I can't see. It's like crazy. And I think because we cut this short, I think I'm going to have this hang off the edge as well. But I think we're going to have to put something there. Or should I do it like this? Then you can't see the happy birthday. Mm. Well, I guess we'll do that. And I can still put, I don't like that sticking out so much though. What do you think? Is that too far down? Is that better? Too much in the center? Okay, we're going to do that, I think. But I'm going to add some, I think I'm going to add some embellishments. Because I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to stick this. Ooh, and I got a little bit of the, all right, I got to go a little bit farther. All right, I'll use my adhesive. And my adhesive eraser. Get rid of some of that excess. I love these things. Ugh. Just like that. It is gone. Love it, love it, love it. Isn't it great when you have the right tools things, it makes things so much easier. So let me see. I have for some fun things. We have butterflies. I think I'm gonna use these. I don't know why I keep going back to these. And these are adhesive back textured dots. This is pretty small. We have bigger size of them, I think. I'm gonna go for the bigger size for the. Alrighty, so I think, how about do this? We'll do that and a smaller one. And we'll do a small one on the other end. Sweet. See, now I always get carried away, then I want to add more. So what do you think? Turned out pretty cute, right? It's got some Wink of Stella on there, so she's sparkly. And now I can either use a regular envelope and save this one, or, and this does coordinate because you get your same color blue, your pool party, or no, Lost Lagoon, and it ties in with the envelope. So isn't that cool? And then look how cute that is. So I really feel like you can just go to town with this. This is just so simple. And look, I still have a ton of stuff left. I mean, I have enough stuff to do. Gosh, I could do 5 or 6 or 7 more cards, depending on what I use. So this kit was made for 9 cards, and I have I have at least 9 cards. And I still have all this fun stuff I can use. I've got more card bases. So, but isn't this a fun set? Doesn't this make you just want spring so quickly? So I can keep going on. I got more stuff I can make. But, I mean, look how cute. And then this one. And this one. Boy, if you like daisies, you can get daisies. And there's this one. And that's, look at these envelopes. Aren't they cute? I really like how they look. And this is a different envelope. Or no, this one's different. And then we've got these. So look at all that. And this is just sitting down. Like I said, I always did was use different colors of cardstock that matched the colors in the kit. And I mean, literally made these cards in a couple hours. So Isn't that cool? Yeah, so don't if you like kits and stuff, these are really they've been getting better and better all the time. These kits are just like so cool. And because I wasn't much of a kit person before, but I find myself all the time like I need to get a card out and this has got all the planning and everything for you so you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time trying to, you know, figure something out. Because I'm always flying by the seat of my pants. I need to get something out now, not, when I have the time to make something. So I hope you like that. I think this is a gorgeous kit. And if you are interested in Paper Pumpkin, you need to subscribe by the 10th of the month, and that will get you signed up for the the current month that's out there, right? And you can put these on hold if you don't like a kit that you see coming out, or if you just aren't getting them done, you can put them on hold, no problem. So that's super cool. And they're fun to give as gifts or do with your grandkids, whatever. So, I mean, who wouldn't, aren't these cute? This would be so fun to get in the mail, so I hope you are inspired and you like that. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I know I haven't been on very much, but I'm trying to get back into it. So, like I said, last Wednesday, I got to go to eat dinner with my kids at their house. So didn't want to pass that up. So, but I hope to see you next week. I hope you're all well. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you do want a catalog, the new catalogs are coming out and I can order them for you. So let me know if you want me to order you a catalog. And with that, I will see you later. And I hope you have a great weekend. All right, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.